I'm Carl DeForest, Brunswick City Manager and United States Army veteran. This month, we're talking to more veteran-owned business members, and we're here today with Heath. Heath, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you, Carl, for having me. It's been awesome.
It's been a great honor to interact with veterans, especially veterans in Medina County who own businesses, give back to employees, and give back to the community. So tell us a little bit about your history and your experience in the Marine Corps.
So I did 5 years in the Marine Corps Infantry as a 0311, so as grunt as it gets. And then from there, I did a little construction work, and then I went to school, got 2 degrees, and then in April of this year, actually 2021, I bought the first studio, and last month I bought my second studio.
And when you say studio what? You don't look like a dancer.
No, not a dancer, not a dancer. Believe it or not.
But you look light on your feet, but look a little thicker than a dancer.
Right.
Oh, so gyms.
Personal training, yes. Okay. One-on-one personal training is what we do. Focusing on 2 20-minute sessions per week, full body anaerobic workouts. So an intense workout for a short duration of time, and we're very effective with that time.
Okay, and then how did you get into that, going from being a grunt to being a gym owner?
So I always knew that I wanted to help people in some form or fashion. I was actually going to go law enforcement like most grunts. And then 2020, when I graduated school, actually, kind of threw that off. The federal agencies were on hiring freezes and all that. I was like, all right, well, I enjoy fitness and personal training, so I'll do that. In the meantime, it's helping people, and I really fell in love with it. I'm helping people directly change their lives, and so that was kind of what changed it for me. So I invested into it, and that's where I'm at. So
cool. Now, how did you end up in Medina County?
Medina, that job, actually, I applied for 2 places. The first place where my personal trainer, the owner called me back within about 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to drive 45 minutes from Ashland every day. So I moved, and I still currently live in Medina.
Okay, cool. One of the focuses we've been talking to veterans about is how they transitioned, not necessarily the big change from the military to civilian life, but some of the qualities from the military experience, or some experiences from basic training or deployment, or leaders that you saw, and things that you gleaned or borrowed from them that made you the person you are today. What can you share with folks if they're asking, what about the military is still beneficial to you today as a business owner?
The big thing, I think, is being able to kind of bear down when it gets tough. I really actually never considered myself to be a business owner, in that process. And then when the opportunity arose, I was like, well, why not? And, it's just having the discipline to do those things that you need to do, that when things get tough, you just have to have the discipline to kind of focus on the details and work through it, because that's the only way it's going to get done. Today I was even a little bit late showing up. I had a couple employees sick and on vacation, and here I am, made it work. A little bit late, but we did make it. So
better late than never, right?
Right. So I think the discipline and the grit to bear through a lot of those things that maybe most people might not.
Okay. If there was a secret sauce as a business owner, what would you say that is?
Work ethic, you have to have it. But I always like to say my key to success is be the person that you think that you are. A lot of people see themselves as doing something, but they're not, and that's what changed me. I thought I was somebody who I really wasn't, and when I changed to become that person, things started working out a lot better for me. So that's kind of what I live by.
Okay. Thinking back to your military experience, was there one moment where you thought, wow, I've kind of made it, I've kind of got this, whether it's basic training, AIT, deployment, or maybe, just sitting in a foxhole in the rain sometime, just thinking, man, is this it? Was there a defining moment that you look back at in your military experience?
I don't think there was ever a defining moment for me. I've always considered myself very blessed. It's just one step at a time. Life is always going to be challenging, and you're never going to make it to where you want to be ultimately. You want to continue to pursue and grow as an individual, but I think I've been successful in continuing to grow, absolutely.
Okay. And when you're looking for employees, have you attracted veteran employees, or is it kind of a mix?
I have one, aside from myself, I have one veteran that works with me now. He manages the Medina studio, actually. He's awesome. It's actually my younger brother.
Okay.
And we haven't gotten to the point yet, but I definitely would like to get to that point to where we can attract more veterans. That would be awesome.
Okay. And what branch was your brother in?
He was also in the Marine Corps as well.
You didn't learn from your experience?
No, he...
Well, you know what's funny is my son was thinking about going in the military a number of years ago, and I told him, I said, you're going to go to a recruiter, and they're going to say, hey, I'll give you $30,000. You sign here, you're going to be 11 Bravo,
right.
Ground pounder, infantryman in the Army. And I said, eventually you're going to get out, whether it's
right.
after 4 years, 5 years, 12 years, 20 years, or
right.
whatever. I said, very seldom are you going to look at a want ad and say, oh, wanted, someone who can walk long distances and kill people. I said, you might want to come up with a skill.
Right.
You know what I mean? But again, as we wrap up here, I want to thank you for coming in for the show. Thank you for having a business in Medina County, and thank you for your military service.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure of mine and a blessing again. Thank you very much.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Lots of continued success.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown! Did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Wait, why does my face look like that?